On April 7th, 2026, 4 astronauts looked out a window and saw something no human had seen in over 50 years. Earth, tiny, silent, hanging in the black. They were farther from home than any human being has ever been, and what they discovered on the way there is about to change everything we thought we knew about space travel, the human body, and where we go next. This is not a recap of the moon landing. This is the science that nobody's talking about, because while the cameras were focused on the rocket, something incredible was happening inside that capsule, around the moon, and in the bodies of those 4 astronauts. By the end of this video, you'll understand space in a way most adults never do. Let's go! Artemis II launched April 1st, 2026, and yes, that date is real. 4 astronauts aboard NASA's Orion spacecraft flew a 10-day mission around the moon. No landing, not yet. But what happened in those 10 days was extraordinary. First fact that will break your brain: they flew 252,760 miles from Earth. That's the farthest any human has ever traveled in all of human history, as Orion swung around the far side of the moon. Something rare happened. The moon passed between the spacecraft and the sun, creating a solar eclipse. From space, for about 1 hour, the crew watched the sun's corona, its outermost atmosphere, glowing in a ring of fire around the dark lunar edge. The corona is normally invisible from Earth except during total solar eclipses. These astronauts saw it from a vantage point no human ever had. Scientists on Earth can barely study it for minutes at a time. The Artemis II crew had an hour. Here's the part that actually made some of the crew emotional. As they swung around the moon, Earth dropped below the lunar horizon. An Earth set. Then with Siderean coming around the other side, it rose again. Earthrise. A blue marble appearing over a gray, airless world. The Apollo 8 astronauts captured a famous photo of this in 1968. Artemis II's crew witnessed it live, from human eyes, for the first time in 54 years. And there's one more thing almost no outlet is covering. The crew was watching for meteoroid impacts on the lunar surface. When a space rock hits the moon, which has no atmosphere to burn it up, it creates a flash of light visible from space. NASA scientists wanted real-time eyewitness data. These flashes are being studied to understand how the lunar surface changes, critical knowledge for building a base there. The crew saw Earth from farther away than any human ever has. But here's the part the news isn't telling you. The journey out there was quietly attacking their bodies the entire time. Earth has a magnetic field called the magnetosphere. It deflects most of the sun's radiation and cosmic rays. The International Space Station, where astronauts normally live, is still inside that bubble. But the moment Artemis II left low Earth orbit, the crew entered deep space. No bubble, no shield. Space is full of 2 types of radiation: solar energetic particles, bursts from the sun, and galactic cosmic rays, high-energy particles from exploding stars across the galaxy. These particles don't just pass through you. They break DNA strands. They increase cancer risk. A 6-month trip to Mars would expose an astronaut to roughly the same radiation as 300 chest X-rays. One of the small satellites launched with Artemis II carried a device called KRAD-Cube. It used a dosimeter made of human-like tissue to measure exactly how much radiation the body absorbs while crossing the Van Allen radiation belts, the most dangerous zones around Earth. Without gravity, fluid in your body migrates upward. Astronauts' faces puff up, their legs thin out. Their eyes can actually change shape, pressing against the optic nerve and damaging vision. This is called spaceflight-associated neuroocular syndrome, one of the most alarming discoveries of the past decade. On top of that, bones lose density fast in zero gravity, about 1% per month. A 6-month Mars mission without countermeasures could leave an astronaut with bones like someone in their 80s. And, perhaps the strangest effect, space seems to confuse the immune system. Viruses dormant in the body, ones you've had for years like chickenpox, can reactivate in space. The stress of microgravity, radiation, and isolation creates conditions the immune system has never faced in millions of years of human biology. NASA monitored the Artemis II crew's sleep, activity, and health in real time, building the medical database we'll need for Mars. So, the human body breaks down in deep space. The radiation is relentless. The bones weaken. The eyes deform. And the goal is to send people all the way to Mars, a journey of up to 9 months each way, with no rescue mission possible. So, how are we actually planning to do this? Here's the plan most people don't know. The moon isn't the destination, it's the laboratory. Every Artemis mission is building the knowledge and infrastructure we need before anyone goes to Mars. Artemis III in 2027 will test docking with a lunar lander in orbit. Artemis IV in 2028 will be the first actual landing. And after that, NASA plans yearly lunar landings, eventually building a permanent base near the moon's south pole, where water ice has been confirmed in permanently shadowed craters. Water ice at the lunar south pole is a game changer. Water can be split into hydrogen and oxygen, or rocket fuel. It can be used for drinking. It provides radiation shielding when packed into walls. A base there becomes self-sustaining. That's the stepping stone. To solve radiation, NASA is developing drugs called radioprotectants and testing whether materials like water-filled walls can block cosmic rays on long journeys. To solve bone loss, artificial gravity systems, spinning spacecraft, are being designed and tested, and to solve the communication delay, because Mars signals take up to 22 minutes to arrive, astronauts will need to make critical decisions entirely on their own. Artemis is already training crews for this. Best estimates put a crewed Mars mission in the 2040s, roughly 15 to 20 years from today. If you're a teenager watching this, you might be in your early 30s when it happens. You might even work on it. Here's what to take away from all of this. Artemis II wasn't just a mission, it was a proof of concept. It proved humans can fly beyond Earth's protection and come back. It collected data we desperately need to fix the biology problem, and it set a trajectory towards something that would have seemed like pure fiction 60 years ago. The moon is not a destination we're returning to just to repeat what Apollo did. This time it becomes the foundation, the launch pad for something far larger. The problems between us and Mars are harder, but so are our tools. And right now, the people building those tools are alive. Some of them might be watching this. If your brain is buzzing right now, good. That means it's working. Drop a comment. Do you think humans will reach Mars in your lifetime? And if you want more science that actually blows your mind, subscribe. New video every week.